Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Myself Vijay Ramesh Pawar, the student of the first year diploma computer engineering of Zeal Polytechnic Pune. My subject is computer peripheral and hardware maintenance. My topic is history of computer under the guidance of Professor Omkar Vadne sir. So let's start our topic. Our topic is history of computer. The first counting device was used by the primitive people. They used sticks, stones and bones as counting tools. As human mind and technology improved with the time, more computing devices were developed. Some of popular computing devices started with the first two recent ones are described below. Abacus. First, abacus. The history of computer begins with the birth of abacus, which is believed to be first computer. It is said that Chinese invented abacus around 4000 years ago. It was a wooden rack which has a metal rod with the beads mounted on them. The beads were moved as the abacus operator according to some rules to perform arithmetic calculations. Abacus is still used in some countries like China, Russia and Japan. An image of these tools is shown below. So the second one, that Napier bone, it was a manually operated calculating device which was invented by John Napier 1552 1617 of Merchiston's. In this mark calculating tool he used 9 different ivory strips or bones marked with the number to multiply and divide. So the tools become known as Napier bones. It was also first machine to use a decimal point. Third was Pascaline. Pascaline is known as arithmetic machine or adding machine. It was invented between 1642 and 1644 as by a French. Was the first mechanical and automatic calculator. Pascal invented this machine to help his father, a tax accountant. It could only perform addition and subtraction. It was a wooden box with a series of gears and wheels. When a wheel is rotated one revolution, it rotates the neighboring wheel. A series of window is given on the top of the wheel to read the totals. An image of this tool is shown below. Fourth one is stepped reckoner or Leibniz wheel. It was developed by a German mathematician, philosopher Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz in 1673. He improved Pascal's invention to develop the machine. It was a digital mechanical calculator which was called the step reckoner, as instead of gears it was made of a fluted drums seen the following image below. Fifth one was a difference engine. In the early 1820th century, it was designed by the Charles Babbage, who was known as father of modern computer. It was also mechanical computer which could perform simple calculation. It was steam driven calculating machine designed to solve tables of number on like logarithm tables. Sixth one, analytical engine. The calculating machine was developed by the Charles Babbage in 1830. It was a mechanical computer that used in punch card as input. It was capable of solving any mathematical problem and storing information as a permanent memory. Seventh was tabulating machine. It was invented in 1890 by Herman Hollerith, an American statistician. It was a mechanical tabular based on punch cards. It could tabulate statistics and record or sort data or information. This machine was used in 1819 US Census. Hollerith is also started the Hollerith tabulating machine company, which later become international business, become IBM in 1924. So it was differential analyzer. It was the first electronic computer introduced in the United States in 1930. It was an analog device invented by Vannevar Bush. This machine was vacuum tubes to switch electrical signals to perform a calculation. It could to be 25th calculation in few minutes, means 25 calculation in a few minutes. Ninth one, Mark 1. The next major changes in the history of computer began in 1937 when Howard Aikens planned to develop a machine that could perform a calculations involving large numbers. In the 1944 Mark I computer, it was built up in partnership between the IBM and Harvard. It was the programmable digital computer. 10th one, generation of computer. The generation of computer refers to a specific improvement in computer technology over time. In 1946, the electronic pathway and called as circuit were developed to perform the counting. It replaced the gears and the other mechanical parts used for counting in previous computer machines. In each new generation, the circuit become smaller in more advanced than the previous generation circuit. The miniaturization help increase the speed, memory of the power of computer. They are the 5 generation of computer which are described below. Generation of computer which 5 are described below. First generation 1946 to 1959 vacuum tube. Second generation 1959 to 1965 the translator. Third was generations 1965 to 1971 integrated circuit IC. Fourth generation 1971 to 1980 microprocessor. Fifth one is generation 1980 presented AI. So 11th one was first generation computers. The first generation computers was slowly huge, expensive. In this computer, vacuum tubes are very used in the basic components for the CPU and memory. These computers were mainly dependent on the batch of the operating system and the punch cards, magnetic tape, and some of the popular first generation computers are ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. Second one was EDVAC, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer. Third one was UNIVACI, Universal Automatic Computer. And last one was the IBM 701. Okay, so 12th one, second generation computers. 2 minutes. Second generation computers 1959 to 1965 was the one of the era of the transistor computer. These computer used to transistor which were cheap, compact and consuming less power. It made the transistor computer faster than the generation of computer. In this generation, magnetic cores were used in the primary memory and the magnetic disk and types were used as a secondary storage. Assembly language and programming languages of like COBOL and FORTAN and batch processing, the multi-programming operating system like you are used to computer or some of the popular second generation computers are IBM 1620, IBM 7094. So 13th one was third generation of computer. Third generation of computer using integrated circuits, ICS. Instead of transistor, a single IC can pack huge number of the transistor which can increase the power of the computer and reduce the cost. The computer also become more processing the time sharing multi programming as computer system. Also the high level of the computer language like Fortran 2, TOIV, COBOL, Pascal, PL1, Algol 68 were used in the generation of some of the popular third generation computer. IBM 360 series, second Honeywell 6000 series, third one was PDP personal data processor, fourth one was IBM 370 and 168. 14th one was fourth generation of computer. The fourth generation computer 1971 to 1980 computers was used in the large scale integrated VLSI circuit, a chip containing million of the transistor and other circuit elements affordable. This generation of computer used as a real time sharing plus distribution operating system. The programming languages like C, C++, DBase were also used in the generation of some of the popular fourth generation DEC10 star 1000 PDP 11. So next one was the fifth generation of computer, which one is last. In fifth generation 1918 till late computer, the VSLI technology was replaced with the ULSI ultra large scale integration. It made possible to production of the microprocessor chips with the 10 million electronics computer component. The generation computer of used in parallel processing hardware and artificial intelligence software. The programming languages used in the generation were C, C++, Java, Net, etc. Some of the popular fifth generation computers are as like below, which are last four: desktop, laptop, notebook, and Chromebook. And we end our topic. Thank you.